boys and girls, today we are going to be learning how to write the capital letter T. 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 Okay, can anybody think of which sound has got the name T? You are right. T. Okay, now we already know how to write a T. We go down the tower and we go across the tower. But let's have a look at what the capital letter looks like. Now, this is a nice, easy one to write, okay? Because it looks a little bit like the I, and we already know how to do the I. Okay, so for an I, we go down the body, then we do a hat, and then we go do a skateboard. This time, for a T, all we do is go down the man's body and draw the hat. So we don't do a skateboard, okay? So it's one line and then another one going across the top. T. Okay, let's try another one. I'm going to just change pens over here because that one's running out a little bit. We leave a finger space in between our letters and we go down the man's body and then draw his hat. Finger space, one more. Down the man's body and then drawing his hat. Now notice that when I'm writing, I'm holding my pen using my crabby fingers. Okay, so that makes sure that I'm holding the pen with a nice strong grip. If you're holding it in a different way, it means that you can't control the pen or your pencil in the same way, and that's when your letters might go a little bit shaky. So that's something to practice as well. Okay, and then making sure that you've got your two fingers tucked under. Okay, so I'm going to do one more. Down the man's body and then draw his hat. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do is practice our T's. Okay, so we're going to do our T down the tower, across the tower. Okay, so I put in my red line. Okay, if you're not sure about which size your letter should be, please get an adult to draw in a line for you that goes from the top, that is in the middle of your top and bottom line. Okay, because that will help you think about the size of your letters. Now, a T is quite tricky because we don't start from the middle line, we actually start a little bit above the line. Okay, so we're starting just above the red line but not going all the way to the top. It's halfway between your middle line and your top line, so actually 3/4. Okay, so we go down the tower, and down the steps and across the tower. And your line going across should be near enough where your red line is or where your middle line is. Okay, so let's try that again, leaving a finger space. Going down the tower, down the steps, across the tower. Down the tower, across the tower. Down the tower, across the tower. Okay. Looking at my tickle pink and green for growth, I am looking for a letter that goes from all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom, and making sure that I have followed my letter rhyme. Okay. So I think my tickle pink is going to be this T at the end. I'm going to give that a little tick because I don't actually have a tickled pink. Okay, and then my green for growth. Okay, I think my green for growth is actually going to be this T at the end because it's floating. I've got a floaty letter. Okay, so I'm going to put a circle around this one here, that's my green for growth. You can also just use your green pencil or pen if you have one. Okay, now we need to practice doing the two together just to see the different sizes of the letter. So we start from the top, we go all the way down the man's body and then we draw his hat. And then we start from just above our middle line, okay, and then we go down the tower, across the tower. Leaving a finger space and doing the next one. Down the man's body, draw his hat. Down the tower, across the tower. Leaving a finger space. Down the man's body, draw his hat. and then we go down the tower and across the tower. And I'm going across the tower round about that red middle line. Okay. Here we have got our letters. Now remember, as an extra challenge, you can also draw something that begins with that letter. So for a T, a capital letter, that is the name of somebody or something. So it could be the name of a country, it could be the name of a person, it could be the name of a town, okay? So I think I'll start with my T, and I am going to draw a tail, okay? A tail. So I'll draw Pussycat and then this fluffy tail there. Okay, so there's Miss Mullins' Pussycat Charlie, and I'm drawing her tail. There we go. And there's my little cat's hands and her ears. Drawing her whiskers in there. Okay. And there's her little paws. Okay. And I'm going to just draw an arrow and point to the tail. I'm going to do my A sound. Oh, tail. Okay, and I'm thinking hard about what I can do for my capital letter T. I think I have got an uncle and his name is Tim. So I am going to draw my Uncle Tim. Okay, so I'm going to draw his face and his ears and his head and his mouth and his nose and his eyes. Now he wears a pair of glasses, so I need to draw his glasses. And he's got a little bit of hair, but not too much, and he's also got a beard, so I need to make sure that I draw his beard in as well. Okay, so there is my Uncle Tim. Okay, so there we have it. You have got the letter T. You now know how to write your letter T. You can find, as a challenge, you can find a word that you can draw and sound out that word that begins with RT or RT. Remember to let me know how you get on with your letter writing, with your handwriting. Make sure you send me a picture and let me see how you get on. Bye!